This weekend, a powerful story takes center stage for Women's History Month. Emmy-nominated producer Kamila Thurmon is bringing her documentary, Making Their Point, with an E on the end, you'll see why, to the National Museum of African American History and Culture. Now, the documentary highlights the trailblazing Black women who opened the door to ballet in D.C. And the filmmaker joins us now ahead of this weekend's screening. Thank you so much for being with us, Kamila. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
I mean, this is really so exciting. Tell us, like, why you got involved in the subject matter. Okay. What was interesting and impactful when you started digging in and making this film?
Okay, so I would say that for me, this film really is about African American instructors who are pretty much making a way for underserved communities in the district.
Yes.
Ballet has lacked diversity, and so I think with my film, what I'm showing is that there's this untold, remarkable untold story of these women in the district who made it possible for African American children to study ballet, and it's been happening for generations.
You know, as a ballet mom, at one of the schools that you highlight, Jones Hayward, you know, School of Dance, I remember polishing the pointe shoes and the ballet shoes, finding the tights. I mean, the industry, it was like just forgot about different skin tones. So it's so impactful what you're saying, because art is for everyone. But tell me about some of the, without giving too much away, we want people to see the film, but some of the the dance schools or instructors that you spoke with for this.
So like you said, I'm highlighting Sandra Fortune Green, and she's artistic director at Jones Haywood Dance School.
Yes.
I'm highlighting Beatrice Davis Williams, who is the artistic director of the Davis Center. Highlighting Lynn B. Walters, artistic director of Ballet Elite. Highlighting Kahina Haynes, Dance Institute of Washington, and Washington native Virginia Johnson, who is the former artistic director of Dance Theater of Harlem. So it's a range.
Yes,
it's a big ball game of powerful women in this industry. So I'm really excited to just showcase their stories and their legacy.
What commonalities did you, if any, did you see with all of these different women?
Well, you know what, I think they're all their artistry is the same in the sense that they're all going for the same goal of creating these beautiful ballerinas. And I think another avenue that is the same is that these women are serious about their craft.
Yes.
This is no joke. You come in and you talked about your daughter. I had my daughters in with Miss Beatrice Davis at the Davis Center. And this is kind of where it started for me. I was doing a documentary on her. And then I started to research just the history of African Americans in ballet in the district. And it's this lineage of just excellence. And it just really inspired me, and that's why I wanted to like showcase this. I really did.
You know, and let's be clear, for those watching, these schools, I'll speak for Jones Hayward, they were born out of a time of segregation.
Yes.
They were born out of a time where Black dancers were not included, invited, nor admitted to the schools that were here. So this really is a different kind of movement. It's very powerful when you think about it. Did you learn anything about the future of dance, or why these schools will still be relevant in the years to come?
Well, see, I think that's the scary thing, and I think that's why I really wanted to showcase these women, is that a lot of them are, the generation is aging.
Yeah, they're getting older, right?
They're getting older. And so
I mean, Sandra Green was my teacher.
Yes.
So, and I'm having a huge birthday coming up next month, so, you know, though she looks fabulous if you're watching.
Does.
Yeah. But you're right. So this is a generation that is now trying to pass the reins.
Exactly. Exactly. And so I think that's one of the reasons why I wanted to showcase this. I read a Washington Post article a few years back, and it said, the title was, "Who Will Tell the Stories of Old DC When Everything is New?" And so I felt really inspired by that, because I feel like there is this history that just needs to be told.
So if we can't make it to the Smithsonian, how else can we see this film?
Well, you can go to my website. It's www.gen2genmedia.com, and I'm hoping to have different screenings this year.
Kamila, thank you so much.
Thank you for having
work.
me.
We cannot wait to see your future work. We appreciate it. And I might dust off my tutu. That's how inspired I am. All right.